Welcome back, beautiful souls, to All Things Spiritual, your safe space to learn, unlearn, and awaken to who you truly are. And I am your host, Dr. Tamanna C, karmic coach, spiritual guide, and your companion on this sacred journey of self discovery. If you've been following the podcast, you already know we are not here to scratch the surface. We are here to go deep. And in today's episode, we are doing exactly that. We are diving into the spiritual and the energetic anatomy of who we truly are, beyond the body, beyond the mind, beyond what we see in the mirror. This episode is titled The Spiritual and the Energy Anatomy, the 5 layers of our existence and how the energy body works. Whether you're a healer, a seeker, or someone just beginning your spiritual journey, understanding these 5 layers can completely transform how you experience yourself, your healing, and your connection to the universe. Let's start by unraveling a simple but profound truth. You are just not your physical body. You are energy. You are consciousness wrapped in multi-layers, what ancient yogic philosophy calls the 5 koshas. The word kosha in Sanskrit means sheet or layers. Imagine yourself like an onion. Your true essence is the center, pure consciousness, your soul, your divine spark. But surrounding that core are the 5 layers, each representing a different dimension of your being. Talking about these layers, you have the first layer, the Annamaya Kosha, which is the physical body. Then you have the Pranamaya Kosha, which is the energy body. Then you have the Manomaya Kosha, which is the mental body. You also have the Vijnanamaya Kosha, which is the wisdom or the intuitive body. And then finally, you have the Anandamaya Kosha, which is the bliss body. Let's explore each one, how they work, how they connect, and how you can care for them. Starting with the Annamaya Kosha, your physical body. This is the most visible layer of your being, the one you wake up in, dress up, look at in the mirror. Anna means food, and this layer is literally made up of what you eat. It's your skin, bones, muscles, organs, blood. Your Annamaya Kosha is your sacred temple. It houses your soul. It's where you experience the material world through the 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. When this layer is imbalanced, you will feel it physically. The fatigue, tension, disease, restlessness. But when it's in alignment through movement, nutrition, rest, and mindfulness, you feel grounded, energized, and vital. Let's understand how you can support it in your day-to-day life. To begin with, you need to start eating consciously. Move your body joyfully. Rest deeply. Practice grounding, which is walk barefoot and connect with nature. And most importantly, honor your body as a sacred vessel. But here's the thing. The body is only the outermost layer. It's important, but it's not all of you. Let's peel the next layer. The Pranamaya Kosha, the energy body. Now we enter the realm of life force, prana. This is your vital energy field, the electricity that powers your physical body. Pranamaya Kosha governs your breath, your aura, and your chakras. I'm sure you've heard of the chakras or those spinning wheels of energy. It's the bridge between your physical and your mental layers. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt drained, or on the contrary, uplifted without any physical interaction? That's your Pranamaya Kosha at work. It's intuitive, electric, alive. When this layer is balanced, you feel radiant, connected, alive. When it's blocked, you feel stuck, tired, or emotionally heavy. Let's understand how we can support it in our day to day life. Begin by practicing breathwork or pranayama. Work with your chakras and also healing modalities such as Reiki or pranic healing. You can also receive or give energy healing from your palms cupped towards each other. Meditate in nature and visualize you giving energy out to the nature and you receiving energy back from the nature into your heart center. Be mindful of who you share your energy with. The Pranamaya Kosha is like the energetic Wi-Fi of your body. It connects everything. And now we move to the next layer that it feeds into, which is the Manomaya Kosha or the mental body. This is the mind layer, your thoughts, emotions, beliefs, patterns, and the inner narrative. It's where your identity starts forming. It's also the layer where most of us get stuck. Think of how often you replay the same thoughts. I am not good enough. I will never find love. I should have done better. These inner dialogues sit in the Manomaya Kosha, and the more energy you feed them, the stronger they become. This layer also stores emotional memories and trauma, both conscious and unconscious. If you were told in childhood that your voice doesn't matter, that beliefs may live here and continue to manifest in adult relationships. But here is the beauty. This layer is malleable. You can rewire it through awareness, therapy, journaling, and meditation. How to support this layer in your day to day life? How to support this layer in your day to day life? You can start by observing your thoughts without judgment. Practice emotional release work. Journal regularly. The Manomaya Kosha acts like a filter. It can either color your reality with fear or open you up to love, expansion, and truth. Moving on to the next level, the Vijnanamaya Kosha or the intuitive or wisdom body. This is the higher mind, the seat of discernment, your inner GPS. It's the layer where intuition, insight, and the higher knowing live. Vijnana means wisdom, not book knowledge, but deep soul clarity. Have you ever felt a gut instinct that has turned out to be true? Or had a dream that gave you guidance? That's the Vijnanamaya Kosha whispering to you. This layer connects you to your soul's guidance and spiritual blueprint. It's where your karmic patterns, soul lessons, and life purpose are encoded. When this layer is activated, you feel aligned. Decisions feel clear. Life flows with synchronicities. You operate from conscious choices and not conditioning. Learning how to support it can be extremely empowering. You can begin by trusting your intuition on day-to-day basis. Keep a dream or synchronicity journal. You can sit in silence and listen. Explore spiritual studies or sacred texts. As you strengthen this layer, you begin to live less from ego and more from soul. And that takes us to the most subtle but the most profound layer of all, which is the Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss body. This is your core, the layer closest to your soul. Ananda means bliss, not the fleeting joy from a compliment or a new outfit, but divine bliss. A deep, unwavering peace that comes from within. This layer is beyond thoughts, beyond ego. It's the stillness beneath all noise. It's where you remember you are love, you are light, and you are whole. Very few people live from this layer, but we all touch it in moments. For example, when you're holding a newborn baby, when you are meditating without distraction or thoughts, when you're in deep prayer, when you're watching the sunset without any thoughts or distraction, when you're making deep love, or when you feel deeply intimate with someone, or when you're feeling completely present, or you have that sense of deja vu. You can't force your way into Anandamaya Kosha, but you can definitely create the space to remember it. How to support it more regularly? Meditate, cultivate presence, serve with love, surrender the ego, tap into your heart center and live more from the heart. This is the layer where duality ends. There is no me versus you, good versus bad, success versus failure. This is the layer where only oneness exists. Now let's look at how the energy body works in practical ways. Now that you know the 5 layers, how does the energy body function day to day? Think of it like this. Your soul is pure light. It sends energy outward, passing through each layer. The physical body is the last place where the energy lands and becomes matter. So when you feel a physical issue like fatigue, anxiety, or illness, it's often because the energy is stuck or distorted in one of the subtle bodies above. Let's take an example here. Say you keep having throat issues. At the physical layer, it might be sore throat. At the pranic layer, your throat chakra may be blocked. At the mental layer, You may carry fear of expressing yourself. At the wisdom layer, your intuition may be guiding you to speak your truth. At the bliss layer, your soul already knows you are meant to use your voice as a gift. This is why healing has to be multidimensional. Energy moves like water. It flows where there is space and it stagnates where there's resistance. The more open, aligned, and aware you are in each layer, the more your energy body radiates light, vitality, and magnetism. Now let's talk real talk now. We all have blockages from trauma, karma, upbringing, or just day to day life. These blockages create energetic congestion. Sometimes we also have leaks from overgiving, people pleasing, or being around toxic environment. How do we know if we have energy imbalance? Here are some symptoms: constant tiredness, emotional mood swings, feeling ungrounded, sensitivity to environment, physical issues with no clear medical cause, repeating karmic cycles or triggers. The key here is to develop spiritual hygiene. Just like you brush your teeth every day, you need to clear your energy every day. And here are some simple daily practices that can reset or clear your energy. Ground yourself every morning. Practice breath work. Cut cords with people who drain you. Use energy tools like sage, Palo Santo, or sound healing to shift the stagnated energy. Take spiritual salt baths. And most importantly, meditate on your energy field. You are your own healer. The more you tune in, the more you'll feel where the energy is flowing and where it is blocked. Now let's understand, why does this all even matter? Because when you understand your own spiritual anatomy, you stop looking at life through a narrow lens. You begin to see that every thought impacts your energy. Every unresolved emotion sits in your field. Every karmic lesson is encoded in your subtle body. And every healing starts within. You stop reacting and you start responding. You stop blaming and you start integrating. You stop surviving and you start thriving. You realize you're not broken. You are layered. And with awareness, you can bring light to every layer. And that's the beauty of it. Now let's come to my favorite segment in every podcast that I do. The soul shift. An experience for you to tap into your energy. Now, sit in a quiet space comfortably with closed eyes, taking a gentle deep breath. With a gentle deep breath, bring your awareness to your physical body, the Annamaya Kosha. Feel your skin, your muscle, your breath. and say silently, I honor my body as a sacred vessel. Now shift into your breath, your Pranamaya Kosha. Feel the flow of prana in and out. Imagine a gentle white light expanding through your aura. Say silently to yourself, I allow the energy to move freely within me. Taking a deep breath here, move now to your mind, your Manomaya Kosha. Notice any thoughts or emotions present. Let them float like clouds in the sky. And say silently, I observe my thoughts with compassion. Now, step deeper into your wisdom, your Vijnanamaya Kosha. Feel into your intuition, your knowing, your soul's whisper. And you can repeat these words. I trust the guidance within me. And now let yourself rest in the Anandamaya Kosha, the bliss layer. Here, you need to drop into stillness, into presence, into pure being, and say, I am light. I am peace. I am one with all that is. Take one last deep breath and gently return to your body. My dear ones, this is your spiritual and energy anatomy. The 5 sacred layers, one divine essence, a map back to your wholeness. Thank you for joining me on this deeply special episode of All Things Spiritual. And if this spoke to you, subscribe to my channel All Things Spiritual and share it with someone who needs to remember who they truly are. As always, I'm here to guide you, but the real work, real magic begins with you. Until next time, stay radiant, stay open, and stay connected to your truth. I am Dr. Tamanna, and this was All Things Spiritual. See you in the next episode.